What would you say to someone who is confused about their own life, confused about why dreams have failed, and wants to discover what is really theirs to do? How would you explore, how would you encourage them to get involved in Middle Earth medicine and as many I statements as you can for this? Because it's confusing in the world, especially in the time of coronavirus, where everybody doesn't know what the life is going to be like. It feels like that was an old time, and now we have to reinvent ourselves. How would somebody who's confused with that, doesn't know what to do in the future, how is Middle Earth medicine going to help them?
So I would say you're right as well. Right now, I have the wheel right in front of me and I'm staring at the point between the mystery and spirit and feeling that this time that we've been through has been this real moment, the liminal space between the old and the new. And that this is something that can come up in people's lives at the personal level, and it can present as the sort of breakdown. And I would actually say if someone was confused, I'd first of all say, great. I'd say that is a fantastic place to be, because you're not pretending that you're not confused or you're not stuck in another way. So fantastic. Come and join a piece of work. Let me tell you about the wheel. Let me see if it resonates with you and how and why it would help you to get your own insight. No one else is going to tell you this. The wheel will not. The wheel will help you know. Yes, Caroline, any of us are not going to sit there and tell a person what they should or shouldn't do, which is normally the reason why we've all got wrapped up in confusion. So the wheel will take a person on their own journey of self-discovery into themselves and their own soul purpose. At its very core is asking, what are you here to offer? I couldn't even go and begin to explain in human words and language how it works. It does have an extremely magical aspect to it because there's so many things layered into it. Emotional, psychological, spiritual, dance, drum. It's beautiful work, and it will support your journey to find out what's yours and what you're here to do without a doubt.
It's just so good. It's great to sort of really hear how this work has affected you and how well you understand it.
So
and we just hope that we can share that. And that's the purpose of this podcast, really.
It is, yeah, really, from a very deep, heartfelt place. If it feels right, it's right, and walk towards it. This isn't a quick fix, short. This is a deep soul journey with much support, which is often what's lacking, and it will help anyone get there.
Just one final question. A lot of people think, oh, well, it all sounds a bit complicated. It all sounds a bit advanced. Maybe everyone's going to know more than me. And is this the right thing for me? Maybe I should just go and do some yoga, or which is great, but something a bit more simply to understand. So how would you encourage someone to take that plunge and to believe that they have what's right for them?
The phrase leap of faith came to mind, and it's so interesting because this is something that my son kept repeating last night in the bath. He said, sometimes, Mummy, we just have to take a leap of faith. And the way he presents as my little teacher so much, and it just suddenly was like, oh, that's interesting. That was last night. I believe that there's a knowing in the body. So if we go back to the beginning of our story here today, the story of our call, my mind told me one thing and my body and my soul told me another. what I wish for people is that they have that ability to listen to their body and their soul, which will guide you, if it is the right time, to this work, and just really tune in. And if the mind's saying no, and telling you those stories, just see what you can do to just say, let me feel into this. Yes, because you don't need to know anything. It's held in that space for you.
And that's
just go to it, and you go with it, and that's how you learn. And it's all within you, and it's in the map.
Yeah. And of course, the first step is to step out onto the dance floor and move
Exactly.
out of our heads and into the body.
Into the body. And I literally just saw that thing of just take a step. You know, even if you just take a step, email someone, email me, email Caroline, feel into that, take another step. It's a bit like the dance, isn't it? Keep stepping.